when I talk about the HR team, of course, AI is going to introduce a lot of changes, okay? Lots of positive changes, that it creates, a certain type of anxiety. The same way the company is going through a lot of transformation, right? It does create a little bit of anxiety. So really coming back to the why is, I would say, one of the key success factors. So the why, what I do with the team is always connect them to the purpose of the company. What are we doing and why are we doing what we're doing in HR? So the purpose of the company is very clear and simple. It's producing electricity for the people, And when you have this in mind, it really drives your all action. You just don't wake up in the morning to, for any reason like creating shareholder value. Of course, everybody wants to create shareholder value, but this is not why you wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning to recruit the best people, to unleash the potential of people, those people who are going to, create the power plants to generate the electricity. So bringing the team back all the time to the purpose of the company really drives their action. The second thing I would say, and I spoke about it during the conference on authenticity, AI is going to look at the big trends. It's going to bring automation, which is good. There's a lot of things we will not have to do anymore. But at the same time, how do you judge beyond the data trend? Okay? How do you see beyond that? And this is what I want the HR team to do, and to do that, you need to bring people who bring different perspectives. So when you talk about authenticity, it's also a way to, making sure you bring unorthodox thought in the company, or different thoughts. We have a lot of diversity, that's fine, but it's diversity of thoughts is very important as well. So when leading the HR team, it's really about, bringing different profiles and making sure everyone will be able to, bring something, a different type of judgment on what is happening. Every era has its type of leadership. If you look in the 80s, it was very vertical, so the leadership was much more command and control, right? Then we moved to more metrics organization when you looked at agile and growth, I would say also leaders looking to grow the business further. And now we're moving to more horizontal leadership. Your positioning, now is not enough to say I'm the leader of this team, right? So one of the questions a leader must ask him or herself is always, why should anyone be led by me? Okay? And it's not the same answer depending on the context. I guess the new generation is asking for, we were talking about purpose, they're asking for more purpose-driven leaders that can develop them and can do something that profit the global society, right? So what took you here won't get you there. This is something I really believe. And when we talk about authenticity, it's not about, okay, this is my leadership style and this is who I am and that's it. It's how can I improve it? How can I improve my repertoire, make it bigger, okay, larger, so that I can adapt to different circumstances. So talking about authenticity is not about being yourself, but it's about being a better version of yourself. So leaders must really think about that. People were okay on this when I was doing that, but now what is needed is maybe not what was needed in the past. So how can I improve myself? It's a journey, right? In terms of, personally, it's been a real journey. So I studied philosophy before I moved to HR. And for many years, I didn't talk about that, because I thought there was some kind of a stigma attached to philosophy and that corporation, wouldn't like that because we want pragmatic people delivering results. And I thought people would think I was just, somewhere in the clouds, not pragmatic enough. And so it's only recently, about a couple of years ago, that I did my kind of coming out in terms of philosophy. And it really helped me because now it's really who I am, It's something different I bring to the table. This ability to think big picture and connect the dots. This is something that was really transformational for me because I was able to connect me as a HR leader and me as who I am fundamentally, who is a philosopher. That's a little bit arrogant to say that, but somebody who studied philosophy, right? And I think another big change for me is when I decided to take a very difficult job. A job that was a job that nobody wanted, and it was difficult. It was I had to go outside of my comfort zone. Okay, and I could have made the choice of saying no, it's too difficult. I'm going to stay where I am. But I really took it as okay. I have skills. I have knowledge. What can I bring, and what do I need to learn? Always with this purpose, you know, what I was saying of how can I be a better HR? Huh? How can I be a better version of myself? And now that, you know, I'm 3 years in this role, I'm like, wow, you know, I'm looking back saying, well, that was quite a ride, but okay, we made it. It's true that millennials, they are looking for something that makes sense. Okay, doesn't mean that the older generations would want to work on something that doesn't make sense, but millennials are really saying that. Okay, and when you read at the recent Deloitte report, they really show that they want money for sure, but they also want purpose. Right? I think they need to accept that not everything is given when they start their career. They will change, and that is okay, and that is normal, and that is good. Okay, what they think is who they are today is not what will be in the future, and that's okay. They just need to accept that they can they have the possibility, and they have the skill, and they're going to have the experience to be better version of themselves. So to the younger generation, I have family members who are this age. I tell them, try it out. You know, try. You're going to fail sometimes, you're going to succeed sometimes, but just try it out, and you're going to learn and be better. Don't expect, you know, to know everything right now. It's going to take some time, right? So when we talk about authenticity for the millennials, it's really about that. Explore, okay? Explore and expand your repertoire. That's how you will be better. I'm Karine Scelles. Reinvent your leadership.